Hello, welcome to a new episode of Technique Tuesday. Today we are going to get messy. So go get some old clothes on or grab your cooking apron and be ready to get dirty because we're gonna do the shaving cream technique. So you're gonna need some shaving cream. I got mine at the dollar store because I don't wanna use my husband's good stuff. I just wanna use the cheap stuff. And it totally works fine. I don't think it needs to be expensive. I got this at the dollar store. So you're gonna need that. I'm gonna put this aside because I already sprayed some in here. And all you gotta do, just spray it in your paper plate. So you're gonna need a paper plate. I got this at Walmart or Costco or wherever you get your paper plates. And then you're gonna need a couple of ink refills. And I used Gorgeous Grape and Azure Afternoon. The technique that I got this from, the lady used 3 colors, but I only used 2 for mine. And then you're gonna need something to spread it with. She recommended a popsicle stick. Well, out of all of my 5,000 tools, that's the one thing I don't have. So I just had some leftover party supplies. So, and paper towels for cleanup and some super thick cardstock, okay? You wanna get some heavy stuff, or you can try to use some of the watercolor paper, but I don't have any of that. So I just use this thick, super thick cardstock because you know it's gonna be getting wet. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing you wanna do is you wanna spray yourself a big old pile of shaving cream. Oh, I forgot to grab a trash can. Oh, here we go, okay. And then you're just going to smear it. Ooh, I put a lot in for this time. When I first tried it, I didn't put as much. I think I got a little overexcited. Okay, as usual. So you're just gonna spread it around just like this. You're gonna flatten it out, kind of like frosting, but you don't wanna eat it, of course. All right, and I am going to move this piece of paper here because this is wet and messy and I don't need that in the way. Okay, so now you're gonna do about 4 or 5 drops wherever you want of your ink. Okay, that looks good for the purple. And I love this purple. It is so deep and dark. It shows up just beautifully. And then we're gonna do the blue. And this is just so fun. I did this the other day when I was having a class because I only had one person come. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do that while she's here. So, okay. So now we're gonna swirl it. Okay, just gonna swirl. Oops, a little bit too deep there. See how we're swirling that? Look at that. Oh, it's kind of like tie-dye. All right, that is good. Okay, you don't want too much. We're just gonna wipe that and I'm gonna put this over here. Then you're gonna take your cardstock and you're just going to kind of smash it in there. Now this would be great, honestly, you guys, to do with kids. If you have the patience for it, because it's messy. And then we're just gonna lift it. Okay, now look at that. Now, what they suggested on the technique is you take another piece of paper and you're just gonna smush it on the top. And this is going to give you 2 sheets with the technique on it. Now you can just probably do it one by one if you'd like. And then you're just gonna lift it, just like this. And then what they recommended was taking the paper towel and wiping it in a circular motion. So on one of those that I did, and I'll show you guys at the end, when I did it in a circular motion, I didn't like how it looked, but we'll do it anyway and see, because it's a little bit too much purple there. Okay, so that's your swirling motion. Meh, that's okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of blot it. And what you wanna do is you're getting rid of the shaving cream. You're leaving the color there with the texture on it. See, and I like that better. But we do have to get all of it off eventually. And like I said, you can see this is totally messy. But it's really fun, and I promise that you'll like the outcome. And I'll be honest, since I've been messing around with this the last couple of days, when you're working with the paper, it smells great. And the shaving cream leaves a little bit of a sparkle because it's soap. So not only does your paper smell good, but you have a little bit of a sparkle there. So I'm gonna grab another paper towel. And like I said, we're just gonna wipe it all off. And then you have to let it dry. You can use your embossing gun to get it dry, but there's the one that we swirled. But what I would recommend, it dries pretty quick. You could probably like 10 minutes, and then you're ready to go again. And then this one, see, I like this one better. This looks just cool. And we're gonna do a couple more. And if you don't wanna watch, then go ahead and go get yourself a cup of coffee. Well, see, look at that. Oh, so fun, I love it. So pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside. I'm gonna clean up my mat here. And don't worry, that ink usually comes right off with a Clorox wipe. And your hands, yeah, your hands are gonna be a mess for a couple of days. So I'm gonna swirl this a little bit more. Maybe I'm gonna go back and add a little bit of blue. I think I got more purple than blue. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment, tell me how you're liking this so far. And then what I did kind of towards the end when I was running out of ink, I just spread it on the paper like frosting. So maybe we'll do one of those. Okay, let's do this again because you're gonna get a different one each time. All right, you ready? Here we go. We're gonna smush. Smush, 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 smush. Smush, smush, smush. I have been wanting to do this technique. I have never done this before. This is another one. Add that to the list. See, I am loving doing this with you guys. Okay, look at all of that. That looks fantastic because I am doing things that I have never done before. I'm sorry, I have ADD, but anyway, I am just loving this because it's fun. It makes me think outside my comfort zone, and it kind of re-energizes me as a crafter, which is nice. All right, I'm gonna hold this down. All right, let's do just the blotting. I don't really wanna do the smearing, so let's start with this one since it has so much. I don't know where to begin. See, and that kind of peaks and valleys it. Look at that. What kind of sorcery is that? Look at, oh, I love it. It'd be cool if you could try this with embossing paste. Maybe I'll have to make up my own technique with that. So it seems like the one that goes on the top gets a little bit less ink, and I'll show you one of those that I did that did get a little bit less ink. Let's get another paper towel. So thank you, Costco, for your paper towels. But you can see it's kind of starting to dry. Okay, we'll just wipe. There we go. Oh, look at that pattern. Look. Ah, so excited. That's so cool. Oh, I'm squealing like a little kid. Oh, that looks fantastic. I'm thinking Northern Lights, guys. Look at that, Northern Lights, huh? We get to see the Northern Lights sometimes. I don't know about you guys. I don't know where you live, but here in North Idaho, sometimes we get to see the Northern Lights if I can stay up past my bedtime. All right. We'll do one more set and we'll use the knife and we'll kind of put it on there like mayonnaise. And then I will show you guys the cards that I made. And you can give this a try. Like I said, you can, if you got little wee ones that you babysit or what have you, if you guys want to do that. But look at that. That is fantastic. I love it. And I'm more of a brights girl. So on the sample that I saw, the lady did it with oranges and greens, which is great for fall, but it's just not in my wheelhouse. So I'm gonna put those aside and I'm gonna wipe one more time. Okay, now we've used quite a bit. So, and look at my fingers. They're destroyed. So it's okay, but it's totally okay. All right, now we're gonna apply it like mayo. All right. I'm really gonna blop it on there. And I think oh, here's a big thing of purple, so we'll try to spread that around. Kind of smear. Gotta love the birdcage. I've not seen that movie in a long time. Gotta smear. Remember he said, you gotta smear it on there. Nathan Lane. He's so funny. All right. A little bit more blue on there. So fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and smash now. Get that out of the way. So remember, you don't need a popsicle stick. I almost sent my husband to the store with the popsicle sticks, but then I tried the, you can try a knife or a spoon would probably be fine. I don't think you specifically need a popsicle stick. Probably, they were just probably mentioning something that you could throw away. Okay, so this is nice and soft. Look at that. Okay, because we did it with the knife. And I'm thinking with this, there's really no wrong way to do it. So maybe in this case, we could wipe in a circle. I'm just not down with the circles. And you know what? Here, let's pick this up and we'll just blot some more on there. How about that? All right, we're gonna let this one sit and I'm gonna tackle this biggie here. He's got a lot because I was rather generous with shaving cream. Maybe this one will try a swirl. All right, what do you guys think? I think I just made a big purple mess. I'm just gonna go ahead and lay this on here. Just soak it up. Oh, it gave us a pattern. Oh, that's a whole nother level. Okay. All right, let's just wipe it off. Here we go. Oh, that looks fantastic. Look, and once it dries, it's so light that you're gonna get that sparkle. Oh, wow. Okay, I love it. Okay, let's get this one cleaned up. So thanks for sticking with me, guys. I don't know what you've been up to, but we went up to the lake for a couple days and went out on the paddle boat and did some raking. Oh, wow. Look. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so let me pull some of these in that we just did and see it's starting to dry. So that is fantastic. Oh my gosh, you guys, I hope you will try this. It's a shaving cream technique. Let me just kind of clean myself up here really quick and I will bring in the samples. All right, don't be afraid to get dirty. This is like dirty jobs, except better. All right, so let me show you the cards I made and let me show you some of the paper. Okay, so this first card, this is the one that's on my picture and I have notes for myself because I always forget everything because I'm going through that menopause stuff. This is with the Flowering Meadow bundle, okay? And what I did is I did the silhouette, I just stamped it all in black and I added some doodads here. And then on the inside, I cut out pieces of the paper with the flowers. And I'm gonna show you guys, see, here's the circles. So I used a whole slice of that paper to make that one card. So really, really fun. You know what, I'm gonna pull in my paper because it's so dirty that I don't want to get it even more dirty. Okay, so this next one, I did do the Northern Lights. So hopefully you can see the sparkle there. What I did was I took Wink of Stella, put it down, and I just hit the Wink of Stella, just like that. And what happens is the glitter comes out the end and it gives you the starry effect. Really, really easy. And this one, oh, my paper fell. This I used the Light and Wonder dies and the Prayers and Promises stamp set. But, oh, just pretty, 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 pretty. Fun stuff. All right. This next one, this is our new butterfly set. This is called Olive Flutter Bundle. And it punches out these 3 butterflies, and I just embossed them with white. And I used one of those. So here's one that we just made, kind of similar. And it says, fluttering by to say hi. And it says, thinking of you today. All right. And this last one, of course, I had to emboss it just because I wanted to see. And I used the handy dandy sunflower embossing folder. And then I used, oh, my note's gone. This is the die cuts and the stamp set from that Silly Old Bear suite. And you guys can look that up. I'm sorry, I don't have my paper here. I had to run upstairs and lock up my cats because they were just wanting to get into everything. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna show you the rest of the papers and then I'll lay all the cards out and you can tell me which one's your favorite. But here's some other samples that I did. And like I said, it's a little bit shiny and it just gives you that really cool background paper. This would be a fun summer project to do, like on a super hot day when we really don't want to go outside because it's 90 degrees and oh my heavens, it's way too much. So anyway, that's it for the shaving cream technique. Go ahead and tell me what you think. Leave me a comment and please give it a try. And then if you do try it out, post your creations below and leave me a comment and all that other fun, I always say it, YouTube-y stuff. And I will see you guys next week for another fun project. And I think you're gonna really like the next one. So, all right, love you all. Have a great day. Okay, bye-bye.